Welcome back to the vlog, friends. I live in central North Carolina. Today is January 24th. There is a giant snowstorm / ice storm rolling through tonight. I figured this can be like a reading vlog and snowstorm vlog and so this vlog is mainly about thrillers. I haven't really read all that many thrillers lately, so I'm really looking forward to just diving into these. The first one, and I already started it a little bit, is No Exit. I had never heard of this book, and my coworker, Heather, was telling me about it. She loves books too. Was like, you need to read this book. So she loaned me this book, and I went to read through it and give it back to her. I'm really enjoying it so far, but essentially, in Colorado, this girl's trying to drive home for Christmas. This major snowstorm hits and she gets stranded at what are those, like a road stop, rest stop? Yeah. Overnight with this humongous like blizzard that's coming in. There's like 4 people there. One is being highly sketch and she sees a child locked in somebody's van who appears to be kidnapped, and she has to survive the night. And there's like nobody coming. They're in the Colorado mountains, I guess the Rocky Mountains, and she's trying to get to Utah. So that's the premise of that book. I can't believe I'd never heard of it. I think it was published in 2019. Never heard of it. I'm really enjoying it so far. Next up, I have really been wanting to read Stacy Willingham's Forget Me Not. I really liked her other one, so I'm really excited to read this one. It's been on my shelf for a while now. I'm ready to get it off my TBR shelf and read it. So that is the lineup of books. It's a pretty hefty stack, and I'm bringing my Kindle too. Yeah, so what is the plan? I said I was going somewhere. Yeah, I said I'm bringing it. Okay, I'll tell you. My apartment was built in like the late 40s. Also, I went to college in Northwestern Ohio, so like I'm not afraid of the snow. I'm afraid of the snow in the South because the lack of infrastructure for it and what it would mean if I was without power for several days. So my friend from church, my really good friend Hannah, she's the one that I did the Advent Bible study with, if you remember. She invited me to stay at her house with her. And so she invited Frank too, of course. Like Frank and I were a package deal. So today I'm spending just the morning getting stuff sorted, cleaning, tidying, all that type of stuff, watering my plants. You saw my Christmas cactus is like freaking blooming again. I don't know what's going on. Just getting ready to head over there tonight. The snow and ice is supposed to start by 6 p.m. I'm going to try to get over there around 5. I'm making dinner for us because I bought some fresh produce and stuff to make a butternut squash and sage risotto. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting ready. Try not to get too emotional. I don't even know why I'm all that emotional right now. The only thing I can think of is like, it is a little bit nerve-wracking to like leave your home, just like an unknown weather event. I have everything packed up for the most part. The brownies just came out of the oven, and you know that you have a bad sweet tooth when you are like, what do I need for an ice storm? Brownies. I need to make some fresh brownies. I don't know. I have to unplug Franklin's food thing. I have everything else. He's about to get his little jacket on. Once the brownies are cooled, so I'm assuming 3:30, we're going to head over to my friend's house while the roads are still clear. I feel like I'm prepping as if we are about to have a COVID situation. I'm like, never going to be able to come back to my place. Like, that is so not realistic, but that's like how I feel like I'm trying to like think through, and I'm like, remember, it's only like 2, maybe 3 days possibly. But yeah, there was an ice storm when I was little, and that ice storm, I think it lasted 2 weeks if I remember correctly. So yeah, I remember that one. I think I was like 9 or 10. I remember that one, and that one went on really long, and it was really scary. I don't know if we're going into the office on Monday. I haven't really packed any professional clothes. Fingers crossed they are okay with like sweaters. I don't know what's happening. Fingers crossed, like nothing happens, and I come back home tomorrow. It is Sunday. It is about noon now, and I wanted to come and do a check-in. There's not like too many crazy reading updates going on, but we are about to go out in the snow. You've seen the snow. Right now during this hour, we're supposed to be getting thunder snow. So I don't know if it's like okay for people to go outside in it. But if this is the only time I'm going to experience thunder snow in my life, I would love to be outside in it. My Carhartt is stupidly in my car, so I think I'm going to try to open my door and get my Carhartt, but I'm also going to have my other coat on, so I will be all coated up. It is so cold outside. Also, it says it feels like 9 degrees. When I lived up north, this was like normal for me. I have very quickly become a southerner, and I'm not used to this anymore. So, yeah, let's go play in the snow. Franklin's not coming, but he wishes he could. So, yeah. What do you I have officially finished No Exits. I am also going home today. So the snow has passed. It was, I think, 2 inches, ice underneath and ice on top. So nice little sandwich. Had so much fun. Had to work yesterday on Monday. Did not get a snow day. But today around midday when everything kind of is slushy again, that's when I'm going to drive home. I have a sedan that's just like a normal car. So I've also never driven this car in the snow. Honestly, all the roads are clear. It's just getting out of the neighborhood and then getting into my neighborhood. Those are the 2 startling parts. But let's talk about No Exit. Heather, if you are watching this, I've already told you this probably, but oh my God, are you okay? You recommended this book to me. Are you okay? Like, I just want to say something. If you are thinking about reading this book and you can't make it through an S.A. Cosby book, it might not be the book for you. Very similar along lines of goriness, not of the plot. Not of the plot, not of the writing, nothing like that. Just the level of like goriness matches S.A. Cosby. And he is the only author that I will read writing like that. Yeah, it was a very good book. Very twisted. I love how everything like happened. I don't want to say too much because like as you read it, you have your own theories. If you do like S.A. Cosby, if you do like thrillers, if you do like really creepy, gotta figure it out, like literally No Help Is Coming. Great book. Seriously, last night when Hannah was doing the puzzle and I was reading and I was like, I'm finishing this book tonight. I was like gasping and like, ugh, and she was laughing because she enjoyed watching my reactions, even though she's like, I'm probably not going to read that book. She was like, being like, that book is giving you so many reactions and it's so funny. Like, I was visibly like, I had to put the book down so many times and like walk away. No, that is that book. And let's see, the next book that we have to read this week, I will read it hopefully before Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so I have a few days. I'm working from home today, driving home midday, working from home on Thursday. And then, funnily enough, supposed to get more snow this weekend again, but like not an ice storm. They were saying this one was going to be 22 inches. It was not, but it did shut down the entire city on Sunday. Like, I do not think plows went out on Sunday, because then we got more ice Sunday night. Well, I have to finish packing and get ready for work. Like, I have to do a little bit of work before I go home today. So I'll see you guys when I pick up the next book, probably when I get home today. It's already packed away in my bag. It's the, it's Forget Me Not, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Editing me will figure it out. Editing me, it's like magic. It is Saturday again. I didn't really get to check in with you guys much this week because my weeks, it was a busy week. It was a busy week indeed. My week was just so busy, guys, and I'm really sorry it was so busy. Oh, I put too much creamer in. Ugh. I'll put more coffee in a second. I'm still reading Forget Me Not, so the goal today is literally to finish that book. And it snowed again, guys. So it's a very indoor day. The goal is read Forget Me Not. I also want to finish Anatomy of an Alibi. I also want to finish a baby blanket that I started for a friend. Had her baby like 2 months ago. Oh, frick, I know. And start on my other friend's baby blanket. So that is the goal today. Literally it. Right now, it is not relevant to this vlog, which is highly unfortunate. I am in the mood to read a romance book. I am a mood reader. Last week I was in the mood for a thriller, but I just want to finish Forget Me Not, get it off my TBR shelf. It is a very interesting premise. She's now going to work on the muscadine vineyards in South Carolina, which is kind of funny. It really makes me want muscadine grapes. Oh, I need water. Do you ever like wake up and you just realize how dehydrated you are? Like, it's crazy to think that we literally sleep for 8 hours at a time and we don't get any fluids. Like, we don't get any water during that. I mean, unless you like sleep drink water. Okay. The goal for this morning is to make pancakes. Bacon. Oh, I'm gonna put some pork chops in the crock pot. I have a recipe from my grandma, and I recently got a recipe app to help me like meal prep. Hannah was talking to me about it last week, and not even like meal prepping, but just like take that added stress out of like creating a grocery list, going to the grocery store, knowing what you're gonna make on what days. So I bought a year subscription of it for like $30 or something, like very small, and I had it where I was gonna cook these tomorrow. But with it being snowy out, I think I'm going to make them tonight for dinner. Makes 4 pork chops, so that's 4 meals for me, plus mashed potatoes. And, I'm making green beans with it. Really good green beans. And I'll probably make biscuits of some type. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Let's hope that these pancakes turn out good, because all I have is like a flat pan. I do not own a griddle. You are seeing the entirety of my kitchen. I do not have a griddle. So, fingers crossed. I have officially finished Forget Me Not by Stacy Willingham. Was this book thrilling? Yes. I loved doing the immersive read. And yes, I did the immersive read with like the book open and I was listening and I was following along. By the last bit, I was sitting here reading it and listening to it. It was so, the plot twists were interesting. And it's short enough where it kept my attention. Okay, let me talk about it a little bit better. I don't know if it was truly normally when I want to read a Southern thriller, I like them fully saturated. This one was halfway saturated, but that's okay. And there were just some things, but also it made it not. So the setting, while it was in the South, it was so isolated that it made sense for it not to be inherently Southern when you look at it. And I want to say that, and I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there's a reason for that. And reflecting on it made it make sense. Just, it did, okay? The name, the title of the book, I always love seeing where the title comes into play within the story. That part made me cry. Loved our main character. Loved the epilogue. When we got to see what happened after the main story. I love the epilogues. They're probably one of my favorite parts of the book because it's what I hope happens sometimes happens and it sometimes doesn't. And I'm not going to tell you with this one, but it was absolutely wonderful. The blending with the diary, just the heartbreaking of it felt more like it was in the 70s, even though it was in the 80s. So, oh, hi, good morning. He woke up from his nap. So yeah, it was overall, Forget Me Not by Stacy Willingham was a really good book. I just needed a snowy Saturday to be able to read the book. We got 10 inches of snow in North Carolina. Isn't that insane? But that is all I have for this reading vlog. Thank you so much for coming along with me on the snowstorm and thriller reading vlog. I love doing reading vlogs during snowstorms and seeing all what I get up to. It's absolutely fun. I did one last year and I will link it here and also in the description so you can go watch last year's January and February. I think it was a January 2025 snowstorm that happened. This one was a lot worse. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you've subscribed to my channel and that you've rung the bell so that you never miss out on any of the videos that I post, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, book bestie, happy reading. Bye.